Hello everybody, and in this video I'm going to be ranking all of George A. Romero's zombie films, or his Living Dead films. That's what the series is called. And I'm not going to be including any of the remakes. I'm going to be saving those for another video, where I'm basically going to be ranking all the remakes of his movies. I'm only doing the official films. I'm not going to be including like Day of the Dead 2 Contagion, which is which claims to be a prequel to Day of the Dead, when it's not. It actually has nothing to do with Day of the Dead. It was just a cash grab, straight to DVD film. And my thoughts on it: it's awful. I've seen it on YouTube. Don't bother. I'm also not going to be including Children of the Living Dead, which is another straight to DVD film which claims to be a sequel to Night of the Living Dead, when it actually has nothing to do with Night of the Living Dead. It's just another one of those cash grabs. And I'm not going to be including Zombie Flesh Eaters, or it's called Zombie 2 in Italy, because in Italy Dawn of the Dead was actually released under the title Zombie. So Lucio Fulci's film Zombie Flesh Eaters, or Zombie, which was what it was called in America, it's called Zombie 2 in Italy. But yeah, it's not a sequel to Dawn of the Dead, so yeah, I'm not going to be including that either. I'm just going to be ranking the 6 official movies here, from my least favourite to my favourite. So this is just my personal opinion. If you prefer them in a different order, then please show me in the comments, if you wish to. So number 6 is the last film, Survival of the Dead. It's not a bad film. It's just not great. It is watchable. The characters are somewhat likable. You know, if you're a big fan of the franchise but haven't seen this, then you know, I'd recommend it. But if you want to get into if you're just getting into the franchise, this is not where I recommend starting. Number 5 is Diary of the Dead, which is the film before Survival of the Dead. Again, it's an entertaining film. It's a good. It's kind of like a found footage film. I'm not a huge fan of found footage films, but yeah. But this is actually one of those found footage films that I actually do enjoy. It's better than Blair Witch. I'll give it that, because I'm not a big fan of Blair Witch. But yeah, I kind of have the same feelings on this as Survival of the Dead. You know, it has some likable characters in it. It's got a good story. It's just not where I'd recommend starting. Number 4, we're getting into the good stuff now, the ones that I would recommend. Number 4 is Land of the Dead. This is the first film in like the new trilogy. This one's very good, actually. It's probably the best film in like the second film trilogy. Got a great cast. You've got Simon Baker, who we all know from The Mentalist. Got Dennis Hopper. Yeah, this is a very good film. It's not as good as the films in the original trilogy, but it is very, very good. And yes, I would definitely recommend this one. Great suspense. Number 3, maybe controversial. Some people might have this at number 1 or number 2, but I went with Night of the Living Dead. This is a great film. Honestly, I know this is controversial, but I do prefer the remake from the 90s. The remake by Tom Savini. I don't know what, I just think it's a superior film. But this one it's very good. I do love this one a lot. I mean, the remake is not much different from this, but it's because it's in colour. The remake, and you can see the blood and gore. You sort of can in this one because it's in black and white, but this DVD actually comes with the colour version and the black and white version, so you actually get both on here. Because I think they did colorise it for the 30th anniversary. And when I watch this one, I actually always put on the coloured version. But I still do prefer the remake of this, but this is a very good film. It's very groundbreaking. You just can't deny that at all. I don't think it's overrated. As I said before, overrated is not a word that I believe in. No, I think everything that's been said about it, I believe it. It's true, and I think it deserves the praise. Number 2 is Day of the Dead. And this is actually considered sort of like the black sheep of the original trilogy, because when this came out, people hated it. I honestly can't see why. This is a very, very good movie. It's great, in fact. Well, in my opinion, not fact. But this is a superb film. Especially the character of Captain Rhodes. He's a dick. A real asshole. But he's played so well by the late, great Joseph Pilato. I think he's a very underappreciated actor. Of course he passed away in 2019, which is really sad. Brilliant actor. He's very believable. You know that the acting is good when you really hate the character. But in real life, Joseph Pilato was a nice person. I've seen videos on YouTube of him at conventions, and he's just talking with his fans, and just such a nice guy. I really enjoyed this one. Second best, in my opinion. So you've guessed what number 1 is. Number 1 for me is Dawn of the Dead. I couldn't not put this at number 1. This has always been my favourite ever since I got into the franchise. This has always been my absolute favourite. And this is the original director's cut. So it's the long version. Best way to watch the film, in my opinion, is the long version. There's like different edits of this film. There's the original theatrical version. There's the Italian cut, and this is the director's cut. So this is the definitive version, in my opinion. As you can see, the writing it's Korean. This was a Korean import. The film is in English, and it plays on my DVD player, which is good. But the writing on the back, and it's all in Korean, apart from the title and the name of the director. Of course, that's all in English, but it's all in Korean on there. This is the only version. It's actually a very difficult film to get hold of at a reasonable price. So it took me a while to actually get this, but I'm really glad to own this. The characters are just, they're just so easy to like. They're so easy to root for. I mean, the zombie makeup in this, it's a bit cheesy, let's be honest. But that doesn't take away from how fantastic this film really is. I mean, Day of the Dead has better zombie makeup in it. But that doesn't make it a bad film. That doesn't take anything away from it. This movie, it's still perfect in my eyes. But Day of the Dead is number 1 for me. So I hope you enjoyed that ranking. At some point I will do a video where I rank the remakes of these movies, because Night of the Living Dead actually got a couple of remakes. Dawn of the Dead got remade, and Day of the Dead actually had a couple of remakes as well. So I'll be covering those in another video. And once again, I hope you enjoyed. Please like and hit that subscribe button if you want to, so that you get notified every time I upload. If you don't, then you won't know when I'm uploading. So I will see you later. Peace out.